Hi, I'm Dr. Lisa Gardenhire, and this is Next Play Mom Looks Back. I'm the founder of Next Play Mom, which is a coaching business for sports moms to help them navigate college eligibility for their kids to get them scholarships and the money and the opportunities to do what they dream of doing. And that is, and part of what we do there is help moms, sports moms in particular, find themselves again. So my life certainly didn't start 17 years ago, 18 years ago on YouTube, but these are the first YouTube videos that I ever made, and I'm going to look back at my life um, to see what there is to see about what I've lived and what brought me to where I am now. So my intention for Next Play Mom really is about moms finding themselves, whether you're a sports mom or not. Being a mom is a huge undertaking. If you do it right, even if you do it wrong, it's still a big undertaking. It's a lot of responsibility. It's a lot of people counting on you. And when your kid has a gift or something else that they're pursuing, it sort of compounds that whole thing. And I think naturally motherhood asks us to suppress our wants and our desires and our identity to the needs of our family. And lots of people make that choice willingly, but sometimes it can come on you unexpectedly and become bigger than you could have even imagined before you had a kid. So this video, I think there's three videos here. I didn't post the very first one because it's literally pitch black and you can't see anything. And I said that's not a good way to start. But this is right before our son turned 1. You could see that gray t-shirt behind this girl. That's my former husband, Christopher, who's Jamaican. So we were in Jamaica for Christmas, um, visiting his family up in the country. What can I say about this? I am 12 years older than my husband. So I was probably 36 and he was probably 23, 24, something like that. I can tell that story some other time, but not today. And these are all the cousins that my son has in Jamaica. My ex-husband is one of 11 kids, I think, and so he's got a lot of cousins. There were a bunch of them up to see us, see the baby from the States and see the lady from the States too. It was a novelty for them. And so here we go. I will play this and then we see what we come up with. Huh? This is Jay. Okay. Yeah, don't act wild because you're gonna get run over. All right. Okay, now say something. So that video is cute. The kids, when they were really little, Jada and Jade are now 27. Jay is 19, going to be 20 this year, and I am long past 36. You can do your own math. Even my ex-husband is a full-grown adult now in his 40s. So this looks back way retrospective. And it's funny because a big part of Next Play Mom for me is helping moms reclaim their lives for themselves. I know that I wanted a kid. I had a list actually leaving graduate school. So I got my PhD from Harvard when I was 30. I was single. I got a job in New York City. So I said, finish a PhD, get a job, buy a house, get married, have a baby. And that was it. That was my 5-step action plan for my life. Yeah, you really need more steps because there's more life that comes at you. But those are my steps, and I actually checked them off one after the other. I finished the PhD in September 2020. I messed around for another year at Harvard because I could. I got a job and started working in New York City September 10th, 2001. So my second day of work was quite something. I'll tell that story sometime too, maybe. Um, I met my husband to be, I don't exactly know, but probably in 2020. 2002-ish. I think we got married in 2003. Some of the stuff I sort of blanked out, not for traumatic reasons, but probably. And then we had our baby. I bought a house before I met him, my own house, which came in handy later when I was leaving him. And we had our baby in October 2005. So Jay was born in 2005, and I had my whole list. And then I became a mother, and I became a caregiver, and I became a breadwinner, and I became everything that took a lot out of me. But I'm going to show you this next video, which is my sweet father who came to live with us. Actually, when I was 5 months pregnant with Jay, he was divorcing his third or fourth wife and moved from California to New Jersey, where we lived, and came to live with us. And he lived with us through the end of his life in 2010 and took care of Jay. So he did all my childcare from the time he was born till I went back to work when he was 4 months old. I just walked out the door and handed the baby to my dad, and he took care of him for me for 4 years after that until he passed away. So he's one of my favorite people, and he actually took me on a cruise on the Queen Mary 2, which you will not get a sense of how fancy this cruise ship is because I just took random shots of randomness. That's how much I knew about YouTube at the time. And he's very quiet in this video, which is funny because he was an English teacher and a very gregarious person and full of energy and not quiet at all, but maybe he got shy with the camera. So anyway, this is the end of Jamaica. And then I don't know, sometime later and around Easter time, the following year, we went to down to the Princess K in the Bahamas on the Queen Mary, my dad and myself. Wow, because you're gonna get run over. All right. Okay, now say something. Say something. You're on the Queen Mary. Isn't that nice? Nice. That's the boat we use to get from the ship to the shore, the Bahamas. Yes, not that long. Bye. Hello. Then the next. This next random video is pictures of the water. Like, what the hell? But anyway, this was me at age 36-ish, probably 30, yeah, 36-ish, I'd say. So me at age 36, I have a doctorate, I have a career, I have a husband, I have a aging father. He was in his mid 70s at this point. I have a 1-year-old, and I have community responsibilities, whatever the hell else I was doing back then. But a lot of it was me being there for other people. And the next video in this series starts a series, if you want to just watch the series itself, called Size 10 Chronicles. Because as you can see, I was chubby. I'm chubby again, but I was fat. And I remember feeling like I had a 2-year-old, my sweet boy, who was very active and energetic. And I said, I cannot let, because I was tired. I would work all day and then I'd come home and he'd want to play and do stuff and I'd be tired. And I said, I can't role model this for this kid, this overweight, exhausted, strung out person. So I started on a weight loss journey. And that's probably going to be the bulk of this series. I may look at every single video that I've ever made on YouTube, but we'll see how consistent I can be with that. So that being the case, you will see my physical transformation, which was about 13, 15 months. I went from a size 22 down to a size 8, 10, and changed my body a lot and changed a lot in my life. And I think that's a theme of my life, and it may be a theme of yours as well. If you're a woman who is also an adult and doing stuff in your life, or if you're a young woman and you haven't quite gotten into the full swing of things, you'll find that you go through these phases and stages in life, and sometimes you have to rip the whole thing up to find yourself. So that was the intro to that. But anyway, I was on a cruise in the Caribbean. Let's skip ahead because it's not that exciting. Here's some things for the first time. Ocean. So grateful I did not drop my phone or whatever I was filming on into the ocean. But what I really want to share with Systing with this Next Play Mom Looks Back is sort of this life journey that I've been on to look at my life. I think because I've had some hard things happen, I had a pretty easy first 30 years. Pretty much through the time I finished my PhD in Harvard, I would say it was pretty easy. My parents are stable. I lived in a pretty stable household. I pretty much got what I wanted, etc. I was not prepared for the challenges of real adulting, I would say, even as a 30 plus year old. Um, and my husband being so much younger than me, I would say that in some ways I was about developmentally equal to him, but like way more educated and capable. So it wasn't a totally off match. And he's now one of my dearest friends, I have to say. You may see years where we were not good friends. I probably didn't videotape that, but I might talk about them. In the divorcing years and the years after that, that was not good. But at this point, with Jay being about a year old, my dad living with me, my career going okay, my marriage doing whatever the hell it was doing, I'd say I was pretty content. But I'd say probably within another year of that, when around these videos that I'm gonna show next start for Size 10 Chronicles, I was unhappy. I started to be unhappy in the marriage. I think that was mainly what I was blaming it on and probably was the main source. But um these years, your marriage and child rearing years are the hard years. I'm past it now. My kid's in college. I live as a digital nomad around the world. I do what I want. I control my own time 100%. I have contracts, I have jobs, I have my company, but I do that as I'm able to and as I want to. And it's a level of freedom that I really enjoy. Owning your own time, it really is the ultimate freedom, that and a bunch of money. So anyway, so that's where this video series starts. When I had my first video on YouTube, which was probably December 2005, when my kid was just a little one. Yeah, just a little one. So anyway, that's that, and I'll see you again in the next one. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff. And feel free to ask me questions if you have questions about motherhood and selfhood for women and independence and independent thought, freedom, digital nomadness, parenting, all that good stuff. That's why I'm here, baby. So, welcome to Next Play Mom Looks Back. Bye.